Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. Sadly, I did not win Best Podcast at the Golden Globes or even get nominated. Congratulations to Amy Poehler on that. But we are here to talk about one of HBO's best shows has made its glorious return to Sundays at 9 p.m. And we have 10 wonderful weeks of prestige television. Well, 15 as well as the pit. So Thursdays are for the pit, Sundays are for industry. And boy, industry is back and it can't miss. And I have not watched ahead. Okay. I do see that I have the ability to watch ahead if I want to. I'm not going to because I, once again, similar to the pit, I want to have meaning at 9 p.m. on the weekends because industry is fantastic television as well as the pit. And we're going to go straight into it. Okay, first of all, it seems they had a course correction of plans because when season 3 ended, there was a time jump, obviously, to Yasmin and King Henry's, or Lord Henry, whatever, Jon Snow. I'm going to just call him Jon Snow, to Jon Snow's wedding, right? And it seemed like, oh, the show was going to move to New York, and Harper and Eric and everybody were going to do like insider trading in New York City. Basically, the show is going to turn into Billions, right? And we're now in a world without Billions or any of the Billion spinoffs, and Succession is gone. And industry now, it seems to be, at least this season, has been the true successor to Billions and Succession, which is great. So we come back in. It is seems to be Christmas 2026 in the show. We see Christmas decorations everywhere, and it seems we are based off the things in the background. We are in year 2 of Trump 2.0 as well. I guess in real life we're about to be in year 2 of Trump 0.0, but we're not gonna. It's quite interesting the effect that Trump winning has had in the industry, where world as well culturally. Now, as you know, what is it called? In season 3, Harper worked at what was it called? ECG, environmental friendly. What is it? One of these the environmental funds, right? And that was the whole situation. Is that this is the whole thing, the whole progressive flank of finance industries and things to that extent. Now that is over. So we are introduced. First off, we see Jonathan from Stranger Things, who looks exactly like his character from Stranger Things, is at a bar, and we see Kira Shipka as well. We all know her as Sabrina Spellman from the Netflix version of Sabrina, obviously not the Melissa Joan Hart version of Sabrina. She plays a woman named Haley, and it's crazy because like I forget, like Kira Shipka is like 27 now, right? She's a real adult, similar to like how the Stranger Thing quote unquote kids are all 24, 25, right? So like Kira Shipka is in the club with Jonathan from Stranger Things, and he first of all he gets rejected when the club is a bar, but once it turns into a club, she starts feeling him up and hook up. She somehow, I don't with how Jonathan. I'm gonna call him John. I do not know his character's name in this show. Oh, that's right, Jim Diker. So I can call him Jonathan, Jim, John, whatever. Okay, so Jonathan from Stranger Things somehow is able to pull Haley, which is Kira Shipka's character, and she brings him back to her flat. Now, I'm going to have to remember the terminology for UK buildings because this is not what they are called in America at all. So that is kind of the first little thing hard to adjust to the names of everything, which is, great. It is what it is. They hook up, and she's like, you can pop, the last guy popped my pussy so well and everything. Hope you do it. We wake up. I don't think he fucked her because she still has all her clothes on from the night before. And he made her coffee. And we learn he's a reporter and that Haley is like an assistant for Tender. And for Tender is supposed to be a company that is a mixture of OnlyFans and a payment service a la Stripe and PayPal. So that is like where she works. And we don't know what happened, but she, I guess, is some high level thing up at Tender. And apparently she has a black boyfriend. This is mentioned specifically because this show is really proving we're in the post woke thing because they never would have done this in season 3. right? And she says, "My boyfriend is black and big, and you know what that means." To Jonathan from Stranger Things. And he goes, "What do you mean? I don't. What does that mean?" And you know exactly what that means. So he's scared and he runs away. Then we see what Harper's been up to. Harper, who still like works at the fund that was created by the dude from season 3, the white guy who's like, "I want you to run my thing and all of it." Apparently, he has been appointed to the parliament, and the rumors are that he's trying to cut bait with Harper, and there's all this micromanaging things happening with the situation. We then also go to Rishi, which I hate. I fundamentally hate Rishi's character so much in Industry. I was hoping that one dude would fucking murder him. Like, you know how he murdered the fucking wife right in front of him? Which I'm still confused at this entire thing. Because all we know is that apparently, I guess, he went to some type of rehab facility or, crazy people ward, right? And he still has a kid, allegedly. We see in the trailer he has the kid. I'm just confused by this aspect because Rishi sucks, right? No one was like, "I want more Rishi." I hate Rishi. I was hoping, like, I want Rishi to be murdered. That, like, the whole Rishi centric episode we had in season 3 enraged me so much because I was like, I don't give two shits about Rishi's degenerate life and how things always work out for him. Even though like his wife got murdered in front of him, and I kind of liked how like his neighbors always hated him because like Rishi's an Indian dude, and like the white neighbors were mad that the hot, pretty, the pristine white girl married an Indian, all over it, whatever. We go back to Harper. Harper fucks one of her new coworkers who works beneath her, and, his name is Kawambe, whatever. We then we switch to the story of the CEO of Tender, which is Cal Penn, right? I have no idea what Cal Penn's character's name is, so I'm just gonna go Cal Penn, and his CFO, which is a dude named Whitney, who's a guy from the Social Network, and Cal Penn's a CEO, but he doesn't really seem like a professional CEO. He's still dressing like if it's 2010, a hoodie, sneakers, and he's saying, like, yeah, we can say derogatory shit at work again, but he's saying like shit that was just like never appropriate, even like in the 2010s. He's like, look at it, like the company is like an OnlyFans type company, right, where they like own, porn models and shit. He's like, check out this just black chick getting fucked and all this other shit. And he's like, you can't talk about that shit. The CFO, what the fuck, what Whitney is like, you can't talk about this at work. You're gonna be in a breach of contract because like all fancy contracts have what's it called, morality clauses and all this other shit. But so that's happening. And we then go to Harper, who's trying to, because Rishi broke into a bar where one of the parliaments and took emails, right, and sent the emails to Harper. And so Harper's trying to short insider trading on this passage of the online safety bill, which is, I guess, I don't know, is it to stop children under 18 being on social media or some type of AI regulation in regards to porn and things to that extent? Harper's company loses all the money from the dude from season 3, wants to pull out because he's like, woke is over. I called one of my coworkers a retard and nobody flinched. Okay, thankfully to America for electing 47, woke is over and we can all go back to being ourselves, which is true, I guess. Congrats to that element of it. So that is happening, and Cal Penn goes to dinner with Whitney, and he's like, "Yo, I got this TikTok bitch coming over. You sure you want to stay?" He's like, "Please don't come to work hungover tomorrow and take a shower." That happens. Harper, then they're at this foundation fundraiser for Yasmin, who, remember, married Jon Snow. And apparently Yasmin became friends with the woman who lost the prime minister race, and they're very close to each other. Apparently Harper and Whitney have a history, right? And we're seeing twice in this episode, men like to be pegged. And I don't know, and obviously this was shot way before Heated Rivalries, so I'm confused because I am not interested in that at all. like at all. So I'm confused. Like she's like Whitney like makes this giant black dildo Harper wear so he can get pegged, and I'm just so confused at why this is a like how many men secretly are like being pegged because I'm very confused at this, like very fucking confused because this is a plot point in this episode a lot. Then I'm trying to recall this. Okay, Calpen gets fired, removed from his duties as CEO of Tender for a breach of contract, and what's it called? We learned that Jonathan from Stranger Things has been secretly helping Harper with information in regards to Tender to bring down Tender. And Harper just finished sleeping with now the new CEO at Tender, and the Whitney has no idea about that. Eric comes back and appears like Eric and Harper are gonna team up again because Harper just lost her fun, and we're about to have a whole new thing together. And Harper and Eric are great and friendly again. I'm just so confused why the show didn't move to New York. But so that's happening, and the episode ends with our girl Sabrina just um, going to work. Seems interesting on that. Wasn't this she? I guess she's like going to be the assistant to Whitney, and that is where we. Oh, and Sweet Pea, which I can't believe is her real name. Her OnlyFans got leaked in a data breach, so everyone's seen it. And Harper was fucking some black guy. I was like, "Did you see Sweet Pea's um, OnlyFans video? Don't you want to fuck a pristine white girl and break that pussy?" Yeah. So that's what's happened on Industry. We're back, people. We are back. Also, fuck Rishi. Why is the HBO Max like Industry logo Rishi? I don't want to see fucking Rishi. Rishi's an ugly piece of shit. Okay, what the fuck, HBO?